Previously on Ace Attorney.
Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yeah, let's go. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now, I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Right. Dot, dot, dot. Hold on, I want a little snack. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his own crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Oh my god, I don't want to... please, please. Oh, Miles. I can't even, imagine. It just makes me so sad thinking that, how do you live with that? Thinking that for 15 years, which is most of his life because he's 24, so this happened when he was 9. Because of a nightmare, you believe that you killed your own father, who was your hero and role model? Ugh. Ugh. My heart. Ugh. Anyways. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop them fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Ah, you're making him relive his trauma. Then I guess he's reliving it every night. Ugh. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. So sad. Okay. Stop yelling at him! What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Oh, it was this case, right. The whole case where he brought up to light that Von Karma was like skewing evidence and stuff. It was 15 years ago, I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. Okay, let's press this. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help. A wild time. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then something heavy fell at my feet. Okay. A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. Safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? Wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? No, it wasn't a pistol. He threw a pizza at Mr. Yanni Yogi. I was in a daze. This poor guy. The gun fired once? Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream? I like fiber helps me poop. Correct. Too much fiber, though, also doesn't help you poop. A nice balance there. But I feel like for most people, increasing your fiber intake is helpful. Does it stay? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream for as long as I live. What? What? What evidence? No, blah. Murder weapon, ballistic markings. This is for not the right case. File on the DL6 incident. Depleted at time of incident, no clues. Trapped in a... One bullet found in heart. Oh, murder weapon was fired twice, boy. Okay. You need the fibrous balance, yeah. That's the hard part, really. Single gunshot. Let's present. Gregory's heart. Thing is, if you get shot in the heart, I still don't think you're immediately dead. Like, your heart will stop, but I feel like because your brain is technically still working for a little bit, it's not getting the oxygen it needs anymore, but I feel like it would still take a couple of seconds, like enough to scream, if that makes sense. So I feel like the scream is... okay. Oh, we did it! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's test? Fuck, I don't remember. It's not the suspect data. I feel like it would be the case summary. Fuck! Oh no, is it not? No! Shit, okay. I just remembered it wrong. Oopsies. Well, that's on me. Okay, I was right. It wasn't on the first page. Quite plainly says, the murder weapon was fired twice. I made a mistake. Damn it. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was an accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? It's a great question. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? We're gonna have to say yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you your proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Okay, do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this incident? Look. It has to be the photograph because if he was shot through the heart, how is it? I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Bro, explain. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. These. Take that! That should be obvious. I'm dead, he just roasted everyone. The contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Correct. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from a pistol, yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Yeah, go Phoenix. Go Phoenix. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In the conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who else could that be? The murderer, of course. Objection! I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 case incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. What does that mean? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. There was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. I don't think so, buddy. How would that be possible? I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Ugh, but now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. No, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection. We have to. There's no... Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Grah. Me too. It must exist. Second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? Well, we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Of course, obviously. The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find the stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. I agree, I don't... Had to take it. Had to take it. Murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I don't know what I'm doing. Me too, buddy. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying for instance, just you know, just as an example. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Right? Like, you know, I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left the second bullet still inside of him, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean murder came from the outside, yeah. Being crazy, boy! You really... Damn. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges... Why are you using discharges? Why don't you just say the pistol fires? What the hell? And the bullet... Why? The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. A thick discharge. I guess so. Enough to kill a man. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. I've been there. I'm concerned, gamer. Who did you murder? Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Oh man. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There's no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. Can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Von Karma was out. This is insane. Gregory Edgeworth dealt to blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for a man. But that was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. I've given this man like 5 voices. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was on Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Should I come out and say it now? Yeah, there's not gonna be a better time. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. Why would I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull out bullets out of yourself. Is it inside of him? What does that mean? A bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Can you, like, metal detector him? We have the metal detector. That has to be the reason why we still have it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves? So fucking funny. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. Aw, are we getting married? No, thank you. I'm sorry. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Insane. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? What if he claims to have a pacemaker? Maybe it'll fuck it up. He is pretty old. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, they call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick! What does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Not a bad choice to make. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? Huh. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Mr. Sorry. In Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. Don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Because you took it out of the records room yesterday. We actually do have the bullet though. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No? I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edward? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Let's go. Here's my final proof. Bullet, 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 bullet. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Okay, sir. Oh. That scream. I've never heard that scream somewhere before. Wait. I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Only you dared defy me. So, it was you. Oh my god, you and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. Oh, I'll bury you with everything I have. This man is insane. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. But Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth? It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. Must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth, I keep on doing that. Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Wow. Amazing. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yeah, we did it! Oh. 5:38 p.m. Holy shit. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. That was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Me too, buddy. Me too. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. He's got you there. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this one. I owe you, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take a little time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've been seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lada! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth. Congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Oh, me? I went back to college. I gave a try to be an investigative photographer real quick. Really? That's too bad. Eh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life, it's over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. There's Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yeah. Here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Books, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. But when he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's... but... it's 30... it's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years... And Larry took the day off, but he was bored. So he came into school anyway. And he saw the money lying there. And the rest is... history. I'm never good at history. Edgeworth. You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class rose against you, remember? Yeah, too well, right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, it sure is an exciting turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. Should have told me! No, now, Nick, it was 15 years ago! Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it! Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did! Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal and become a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I'd known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. I'm gonna switch right. Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me! Let's go. Oh, that's cute. Did you get to see this photo? Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Wait, what? Oh, this is how law works? Next morning at 5 a.m. I'm concerned. Oh no. This does not... Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Oh god. It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Is this a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edward too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. It was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No, come back. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! Oh no! How dare you write me a letter? Maya? Guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. We could, okay? I'm dead. No, let her go. Wait! What? I never could have saved Edward without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. What? Oh my god. Helped stop? Oh, the bullet. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced you had taken all of the evidence pretending to deal 6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This is the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon, huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Get on that train, Maya. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Let's go. Best girl. Goodbye. Oh, don't cry. Stop. Thanks, Nick. You got this, girly. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Damn. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur! Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh no, I got a bad feeling about this. That's cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh. Okay, we finished the first game! Oh man, the nostalgia trip was real. Hey, Belle? Mr. Andrew came down to the precinct to wish me happy something. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Oh, Detective Gumshoe! And I hugged his head low and went right back outside. Oh, he's working on it. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I'm sure he was, buddy. I would be too. Oh man. Oh, so cute. Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Damn, boy. Really, old habits die hard, I guess. Oh, hi. Who? Right, yeah, I remember him. He's been busy lately, you know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Damn, I almost forgot about that, man. I'm really excited to start the next case. Next, game. Oh, hi. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes? Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Great Water Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, God. I'm gonna be struggling to remember these voices, huh? Let's see. It's you. Phoenix Wright? Yes, me as understudy, was you not? No wonder I was doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth are like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Iconic lines. So, I actually played this whole game before as a kid, but I haven't played any of the other games, so I'm very excited to start some very new cases. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Now I need to do videos, one of those 3 letters, 3 things. How am I supposed to keep it all straight on you? Bro, I couldn't even read that. Oh my god. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. Sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh. And I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I don't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? I think he looks fine. A little bit lion-esque, but that's fine. This is cute that we get a little interview with all of the cast members. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have the time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. Said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyways? She's living on a mountain. Girl, I'm surprised she even gets letters. I'm glad she has someone to send her trading cards. Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a doll. She was kind of shocked for a boy of my tender age. No way. Is Will Powers acting as Pink Princess? What the hell? No way. I'm so confused. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. And me, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's Ghost. Oh, it's Mia. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Yeah, Lara, you do you. Oh, will we see the photo at the end? Oh my gosh, that'll be so cute. I want to see the photo. I'm so excited. Photo. Oh my gosh, it's Mia! Victory! This is like, oh, this is a great photo. Oh my god, I love it so much. Ah! New desktop background. There's another case. Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, I'm pretty sure there's 5 cases in here.